Hey guys, today I decided I'm going to talk about Mark Porter, who, for those who remember, died at Bathurst in 2006. But for me, when I was a kid, I remember the black and yellow Hydrolink car. Many years ago, I was too short to see over the fence, so you had to wait until late in the day when the development series, the Konica cars, were going around the track. And this was around sunset at the Adelaide 500, so you couldn't really see very well, but we could finally get an opportunity to look over the fence and look at all the cars going past, and the only one I could identify was the black and yellow Hydrolink car. I'm pretty sure it was Mark Porter driving that car. Hydrolink were a sponsor of his for I'm not sure what years, but they were largely associated with him in the time that he was with in the development series. And of course, later on, he died at Bathurst in a crash in the race. The guy driving the guy that died at Bathurst was the same guy that I'd seen driving around on the track at the Adelaide 500. It's funny, sometimes you go, oh, hang on. That, like, first of all, when you're a kid and you hear someone died in a car crash, you go, that's horrible. And then realizing that you actually noticed that person before, that's like that's a whole different thing. But anyway, I don't have much of a story about Mark Porter, but I've gone back through some of my information on the development series. I'm sure there's a great V8 sleuth piece. I really hope there is a great V8 sleuth piece on him. But I thought we could all maybe share anyone got any memories about maybe the Mark Porter crash, because at that weekend at Bathurst, I think we only found out that he died after the race, that Craig Lowndes won, and it was so emotional because not too long before that Peter Brock had died, and apparently not too long before that Steve Irwin had died as well, so it was a pretty emotional time for the whole country. Mark Porter was a regular in the development series. He drove for independent race cars in 2003, came third in the championship behind Mark Winterbottom and Matthew White, came third again in 2004, driving for, I think it was M Sport, and then 2005 drove for Steve Ellery's team. Did he go? I think he came 9th, so a bit of a more competitive season in 2005 compared to 04 and 03. Then in 2006, apparently he was running third in the championship at the time. This was at M Sport again. Now, he was a competitive driver, and he'd competed in Bathurst a few times and hadn't done too bad a job. His best result was 11th in 2005, but I think maybe that result was so good because of the big pile up at the cutting caused by Ambrose and Murphy. Before that, the best was 17th, and that was his only other finish in the great race for Team Kiwi Racing with Craig Baird. You got the 111, and I was thinking, oh, okay, they associated the 111 with Mark Porter, but I guess it was an M Sport number because he ran it twice in his development series career. He ran it in 06, obviously, that's why it's associated with him, and he ran it in 04, when he was also at M Sport. So I guess it's an M Sport number, or maybe they just drew it out of a hat and went, yeah, we'll run 111. But he also ran number 64 at Independent Race Cars, and he also ran number 31 with Steve Ellery, which is interesting because 05, so that was the year that Steve Ellery was at 888. And so the number 31 was not a car run by Steve Ellery Racing, so they were able to run it in the development series because Steve Ellery used to run that number competitively in the main game. It's not like Mark Porter ran 111 every year. You know, you got some numbers in the development series that are big numbers that have been used for a long time, like number 38 at Eggleston Motorsport, number 26 at Matt White Racing, who they don't run a car at the moment. I thought I should talk about Mark Porter. I thought it'd be an interesting subject to cover. And of course, they ran the Mark Porter Trophy. Whoever won the Hamilton 400, whatever they called it, the street race in New Zealand. that was the Mark Porter Trophy that you would win. I think Shane Gisbergen won his first race. I think he actually won the Mark Porter Trophy. I don't know if there's much association there. Obviously, Mark Porter was a Kiwi, so SVG probably raced against him a little bit at some stage. But Mark Porter was also racing against guys like Kane Scott, who was very good in the development series. And perhaps he got the gig with Team Dynamic in 2005 because Simon Wills is a Kiwi, I think. So yeah, a lot of Kiwi patriotism. And yeah, that's all I got. So thank you.